My mic sounds nice. Check 1.
Check number 1.
Can I say the opening lines now, or like?
Yes,
Never.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Unscripted Video Game Podcast. Today, we're gonna have a nice little roundtable discussion on the couch about our favorite video games.
Round table
yes.
without the round table. Our table is rectangle.
Yeah, it's a rectangle.
Yeah, that's always how I've
King
done
Arthur
it.
would be ashamed.
Aaron, why don't
Anyway.
you own a round table?
There's a round basket right there.
Round tables are a symbol of communism.
And
I
we're
hope
not
that registers on the
communists here
audio.
at
And on that note,
Anyway.
Who wants to start?
Who wants? Let's go down the line. Sledge, go.
Okay, so when I first heard about this topic, I thought it was favorite video game as opposed to favorite video games. So I was like, well, let's see, it's Saturday, so my favorite game would be...
yes.
No,
Let's look at the schedule.
throw out, a few of my top ones. Let's see, League of Legends, Minecraft, they're both
Wait your
classics.
turn, Matthew.
Let's see, I'm actually a big fan of the new Lego games. Those have always been fun. Lego Star Wars, Lego Indiana Jones, what the new ones, Lego Lord of the Rings, and so on and so forth. Those are up there for me. And I've got a bit of a lesser-known choice, I guess, in Midnight Club 3. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that game. But the Midnight Club series was this, racing game series. A lot like Need for Speed or whatever. Except I just absolutely loved the garage and customization you had within the game. So that one was up there. Just getting free roam, getting to drive around races throughout circuits and everything, and then getting to tune the crap out of whatever cars you had.
Don't I still have your copy of Midnight Club 3?
That's where it went. We bought another one.
God dang it.
So,
No.
Sledge let me borrow that game, like, how long ago was that?
Years.
It was a fun game. I
Christ.
forgot to give it back. Okay, so my favorite video game.
And what games do you have, Patrick? Are they yours?
Are they?
Actually,
No.
my favorite one that I own is not actually mine. It is
Midnight
now.
Club 3.
No, it's not Midnight Club 3. Was a fun game though.
Yeah.
God dang it.
I think one of my favorites is gonna be Minecraft, just because Sledge and I played together a lot. We got a lot of good memories coming from. We've played it since like early beta, and it was really fun. I'm sorry, I'm dying. And I think probably one of my all-time favorites would be. Dang it! I'm sorry.
I'm gonna pick a game for you if you
No.
can't stop dying.
My Little
I think
Pony.
My Little Pony.
no.
Patrick likes
My Little Pony.
No. And my little one on this couch is not. My favorite one probably would be Zelda Wind Waker, because
That's a good one.
I literally have played that game and beaten it like 8 times.
Cool.
And it just has so much replay value, and I love the cartoonish style, which is much different than what it came from, which would be Ocarina, which is a little bit darker. And then its successor, Twilight Princess, which nobody's ever beaten. And
I sold it.
No, I beat it. It was unsatisfying.
Matthew, you're God among men.
But Zelda Wind Waker had a lot of fun gameplay mechanics. They fixed some stuff in Wind Waker HD for the Wii U, but I don't own a Wii U, so. What about you, Matthew?
What about me? Well, the thing about me and favorite games, Patrick, if you could stop having a
I'm sorry.
freaking...
Which one of these cups is mine?
One of them's mine, but you can drink the rest.
that one over there is mine.
No,
But
drink the rest
this is
the
probably mine.
thing about my favorite video games is that it doesn't limit itself to just one game. It's actually a whole series, because they make this series well, except for one series, which I'm about to get to. I love the Shin Megami Tensei series, Persona, that type of stuff, especially number 4. Just Zelda in general.
Woo!
Yes.
I don't play Zelda.
I would, out of that one, I'd probably say my favorite of the series would be
Water.
probably Majora's Mask.
Ooh.
That's my favorite one. And then there's Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised Sledge didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
And
How dare you.
how
Sad.
dare
I
you?
know.
Dare you.
I'm ashamed.
Like, literally, I think I have played through and beaten Kingdom Hearts 2 on expert mode like 10 times.
Brag about it.
Because
Alright.
Jeez.
because
Okay, Matthew.
because it's like I just love giving myself new limitations. Like, okay, on this boss, I'm not going to use heals. On this boss, I'm not going to do this. Because you can just go back and do it over and over again. And then there's Final Fantasy. Yes, Danet. However, I'm not going to be that predictable fanboy and say my favorite one is 7. No, 7 can suck a dick.
Wow!
Shots fired.
Now, I'm not saying it's a bad game, but my favorite one is probably either... Oh, boy. Either a combination... It's like a tie between 4, 6, and 9. Just because of the main characters and the story of it. And then when it comes to other stuff, League of Legends, hundreds of dollars spent, wasted. I can't quit now.
Wasted. It's not wasted.
I
It's not
can't.
wasted.
Oh, Lord. Danet.
Danet, enlighten us.
Yeah, why don't you go while I cry after realizing my college fund is down the drain? Because of that
College
game.
fund is inside a video game.
Yeah.
You should put down your financial aid. So I spent all my money on video games, and I need some help with education.
So you see.
Riot made such a nice skin. I just had to buy it. I thought it was more important than going to college.
They came out with a new champion. I thought I should buy it instantly.
Because they're always OP after release.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, Danet, favorite video game, parenthesis S.
When I think
And
of favorite
parentheses.
video game, I think Okami, because that's just beautiful game, like with the artwork and everything, and I can replay it over and over. Except now I can't because I sold my Wii because I'm going to be a college student.
Aha.
Oh, no.
I still have the game though.
However,
So if anybody wants to give me a Wii or let me crash at their house,
well, Danet, if we somehow get into the same dorm together, I have a Wii U. So.
what's up, Matthew? But I like Okami, and then Final Fantasy I've always played basically since I was really little. I used to watch my dad play it, and then I started playing it, and 8 is automatically my favorite just
Because of Leon.
that's,
I feel like Dirge of Cerberus is
His
his name
underappreciated.
is Squall, Matthew.
Thank you, Danet.
But he doesn't like being called Squall.
Well,
that's
he
in
does in
Kingdom
the
Hearts.
Final Fantasy 8 game, okay?
Yeah.
We're not at that phase of his life yet. Just calm down.
I feel like Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus is really underappreciated. It was a fun
I
game.
like Crisis Core too. That was like one of the few games I've actually played all the way through, finished. And
There was another
I
one,
liked
Crystal
it.
Chronicles, which was kind of...
Uh,
It was great.
some of them were good, some of them were flops.
The Crystal Chronicles one is for the GameCube, and you could play multiplayer if you had like these cords hooked up to your Game Boy Advances. So my friends and I would just spend the night at one of our friends' house, and we would hook up our Game Boys, and we would just sit there and play Crystal Chronicles. And it like Minecraft has a lot of really good memories that sits with me. So I think a lot of my favorite video games are based on nostalgia and like going back. I mean,
too.
Yeah.
I'm going
Except
back and
Okami.
playing Wind Waker right now just because I'm going to force Danet to play it eventually.
And I'm gonna force him to play Okami.
And it's just as great as I remembered, and it's like, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite all-time video games, if not the favorite.
Awesome.
So, what do you like best about video games? Like, what do you, if it has a good story, do you gravitate towards it? If it has good art, do you gravitate towards it? Like, what's
what
the
do I look-
seal
Let's
the deal
start
for
with
it?
Sledge again.
What do I look for in a game?
What do you look for in a
I
game?
look for
What's your perfect game, Sledge, so we can hook you up?
replayability. I'm gonna throw that one out there because we're all poor college-bound students. So,
Yay!
yeah.
It's
So
been
what I'm looking
established.
for,
American
Something-
education system.
I can buy once, love it, and just keep loving it over and over again. That's why I am huge into League right now, because you can I guess would be in parentheses or italicized or whatever we want to say.
Quote.
You can play it for free entirely. You can get all the champions. You can get everything you need to win for free.
No.
If you're
But
patient.
then-
If you're not Matthew.
then there are skins, and then it's like, man, this guy's so expensive. I don't want to play 50 games to get them.
Yeah, I remember
Just
Let me
like
get my wallet.
Riot.
in one of the
Take it
very
off.
few times that I played League, I remember it was when Sledge was grinding up to get a champion. Who was it? The guy with the shark.
Fizz. Yes.
Fizz. Sledge was doing a grind to get Fizz.
Shark.
If I remember, Fizz was really expensive
Yeah.
with
Took
the
me
stuff.
like a month.
I think I like that factor too with Smite. Smite's similar, except for
Smite.
different controls and arguably like better aesthetics. You get to play as gods and go fight other gods.
And you get to play like with not a top-down like bird's eye
Yeah, it's
view.
over the
it's
shoulder.
third
It's over the
person.
shoulder, third person. It's really great, and it's like mechanically, it's basically the same. Like it's basically copy pasted with a different format as League, where you've got the tower system, the 3 lanes, and you've got the jungle and 2 bases, and it's a MOBA. And it's really fun, and it's also the principle of like you can play this game for free. You can unlock all the champions, the gods, with gems that you get. Favor. Favor is the free
That's what
stuff you get for the champion. God, they're gods.
And let me just say the fact that you can unlock skins with favor as well and not have to actually use money is a major
that's
plus.
that's where they
that's great.
differ. But the favor for the skins are really expensive. I'm just like. I have this habit of like starting Smurf accounts over and over again, so I'm like I'm not gonna grind to get this god again. But I'm just like, you know what? Here, have like $5 and give me these 2 gods that I really love. And I did that recently. I got Poseidon and Fenrir, which are both really fun gods to play.
But Scylla.
I don't think I've ever
But
played.
hell, Scylla.
I'm hell's a support character. I don't really play.
It takes the form of a little girl when really it has 5 giant demon dog heads that come out of her
Ruff,
body in order to feed.
puppy.
It reminds me of
Puppy, puppy.
what's his face? The one Hindi god that eats things. Bakasura. Yeah, there we go.
The one Hindu god that eats things.
Well, like the Devourer. But we're getting off topic. That's going into a
yeah.
different podcast. We're scheduled for MOBAs.
God dang it.
But I agree with Sledge on the fact that I look for games that have a lot of replay value. And a story for me has a really big part in it. I love Wind Waker. It's got a very classic, like this is like almost a stereotypical Zelda story. Like, you're a kid. You've got to go do this. You got to defeat Ganon. You got to go save the world from utter destruction.
You're all the Charizard one.
Yeah, except for he's not. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's why I really liked it, is because it's like you're just this kid who just happens to get caught up in this series of unfortunate events. It's like, oh, hey, good book series. Like your sister's kidnapped. You've got to go find. You've got to go rescue. You're gonna go sail with these pirates to go save your sister. Oh, hey, you got kicked out of the castle. Oh, well, look, hey, a talking boat.
The red sea lion who turns out
King
to
of
be
the-
the spirit of...
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Spoiler for a game that came out
Game's
like
been
10
out
years ago.
forever, so-
It was really
You
great.
have no sympathy if you don't have that already.
It's a really good game. You should really should get. You probably get it like for like $10 on Amazon used.
Yeah.
It's really good. If you can play it on the Wii, that's why I love the Wii, because you play GameCube games. Got a controller, plug it in. Seriously, go get it.
Yes.
Hey Matthew, what do you look for?
Hi, what do I look for? Well, replayability, as the both of you mentioned, like, I don't want to spend $50 on a game and end up only playing it once and go, I don't want to play that again. It has to have good characters. Like, if I find that if I can't connect to a character in some way, or if I can't find a way to project myself on the protagonist that you're playing, then I can't connect to the game at all, and I can't really enjoy it as much as I could. It also has to have a good atmosphere, which matches with the tone or the mood of the game. Like,
Using literary terms.
yes, literary
Yeah.
terms.
Uh-oh.
If
We're
you
smart.
like Shin Megami Tensei, the problems that were presented in that game series for each game, it all matched the setting where they were. Like, you know, rural murders in Persona 4, and then big city stuff in Persona 3. And Kingdom Hearts with all the Disney worlds, that's just kind of cool because, you know, Disney, and what kid doesn't love Disney?
Jack Skellington, woo!
Yay! Best world ever. But, you know, if you took a game like Assassin's Creed or something, and you put it in a heavily modern world like sci-fi, it's just, the tone is completely taken away, and it's just lost on me.
But that's kind of what Watch Dogs is, though, wouldn't you say?
But Watch Dogs isn't out yet, so we don't know.
I mean, I'm high expectations for Watch Dogs. It's Ubisoft. It's their new brainchild. And it looks beautiful.
That, and it has to have, this is me being weird, but a game has to have a challenge. I don't like sitting in a game and breezing through it over and over again. I mean, that's what I was talking about with Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, I set limits for myself to see how far up I can go. And, like, if a game, I literally, all I have to do is press buttons to win.
clicker.
Like,
Yes,
no,
then
no.
I'm gonna get most of the time I'm gonna get bored fast. Danet, what do you look for?
That was abrupt.
Think about what you want, Danet.
The main thing for me for games is it has to have a good story because.
Sorry, Cole.
Excuse me, Patrick.
God
No,
dang it,
sorry.
Sledge.
It was his fault.
So
alright.
tell me what
It
you
was
want.
his
What you
fault.
really, really want. I'll tell you what I want.
Whatever
What
you
really want.
Okay. For that,
Anyway, it needs to have like a story that I can actually go through and be involved in because if it doesn't have a good story, then it's kind of just like, why did I buy this? And like Matt said, it has to have good characters because if they're like completely flat characters and their motivations and all that stuff like doesn't make sense to me, then I don't want to play it because it's suddenly just I wasted all my money on this to get a crap mediocre game story.
Yeah.
I'm a little different with
sucks.
Matt a little bit on the challenge because I mean, Wind Waker. You play Wind Waker once, you get the challenge out of the way, then it's like you know what to do. But actually,
Well, then you get into
Master
speed runs
Quest.
or anything like that. Like,
I'm not a
yeah,
big fan
glitching,
of
I
speed
love
runs.
glitching.
but honestly, I actually kind of take that back a little bit because there was a challenge in Wind Waker that I have never completed.
Pictograph one?
The pictographs, where you have to go
Oh,
take all the
God.
pictures of these separate things and take this
No.
guy and it'll make
Yeah.
statues. I have never done that. I'm going to try to work on that
I started that once.
when I'm going through it now. I'm going to try to do it. I have to beat the game once to get the color one to start from the beginning. But
Yeah.
I can at least start it now.
That would be good, yeah.
And I'm going to try to do that at some
Alright.
point.
So, how about we kind of pick some of our favorite titles and dissect them a little bit? That'd be cool.
Yes.
Assassin's Creed, I think we're pretty well between like three.
Everyone
You've,
thinks
I think we
kind of-
you're
kinda
kind of
tor-
out of there. A
I
little
think
bit,
we've kind
but-
of torn apart Assassin's Creed in our other ones.
Okay.
Kinda do,
What
yeah.
about, I wanted to bring up another one, the Metroid Prime series. I love that series.
Metroid.
I like that. Like, that was...
It's a girl in a suit.
Spoilers.
Well,
Spoilers.
come on.
Sam is
If you
actually
don't
relevant.
know by now,
Yeah,
after
if you
30
don't know that,
years.
you're kind of yeah.
Yeah. But, like, that one was fun because the story, while minimalistic, is still nice. For the time, like, looking at the GameCube era with 1 and 2, I'm not a huge fan of Metroid Prime 3. Felt it was too linear. But with 1 and 2, the graphics at the time were beautiful. The aesthetics were nice. And the gameplay, I love that. Where you feel like, it's kind of a shooter, but more of an adventure. Collect what you want. You have, all kinds of stuff you can get. You can make the game as easy or hard as you make it, honestly. And then there's glitching with that. That is insane. Where you can get the space jump boots after like 5 or 6 minutes into the game as opposed to waiting a few hours and doing all kinds of stuff. That makes a world of difference.
What about Minecraft?
Mince wrap.
Most of us are pretty familiar with Minecraft, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are.
we are.
The graphics suck.
No,
No.
you can leave if you think graphics are all that matter.
We have a podcast on that, actually.
Hey.
Another one.
No, we already did
We already did that one, Matthew.
We already did that
Yeah,
one.
graphics and physics.
Scripted Studios.
Us.
There's
And
an
Aaron.
episode for that.
He's over there somewhere.
Oh, okay, well, I guess wasn't there. Okay.
Matt, watch our videos. Yeah, Minecraft is really good. The fact that it is a sandbox game that wasn't designed to be a sandbox game, that's really great. It was designed to be this adventure, survival, like survive the night kind of game. And then it turned into this, you can create anything you could really imagine in this game with blocks.
No, it did start as creative mode though, so I guess you
It
could
did,
say it
yeah.
started as a sandbox.
Well, but yeah, like the alpha was creative. Then it got weighted into, when they started going into beta, then it's like, okay, this is a survival game. This isn't about your fantastic ideas. It's about don't die.
Oh yeah, I think that's kind of a cool thing to think about. Like, even after the don't die part, you get to the point in survival mode where it's just do what you want.
Yeah.
You get to kind of see the evolution of society, almost, if you want to say it that way. I don't know.
Meat man.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not quite the evolution of man because you don't really start as a single cell or anything. And then we also get to another debate, but that's a whole different topic. But, like, you start off, punch some trees and get wood.
Yeah.
You use
Getting
your hand
wood.
and punch
Yeah,
trees.
getting wood.
Second achievement in the entire game.
It's true.
Got
And
wood.
then, you start, make a little house, make a shelter, build your way up until you've gotten diamonds, you've gotten redstone, which is absolutely insane, and I have no idea how it works.
Me
still.
neither.
Nobody knows how it works.
Except-
There's some people that are like,
Except for Ryan.
Ryan
Right.
Haywood is the only one in the entire world that knows how redstone works.
He should get a sticker for that.
He should. Somebody should make him something.
Let's make him something in Minecraft.
Have an Edgar.
Edgar. But yeah, it's really great. And once you get to that kind of like end game, you've beaten the Ender Dragon, you've beaten the Wither, you've built the beacon and all that stuff. Then it's just kind of like, okay,
Now
I can do what I want. I'm gonna go build a mausoleum, not mausoleum, wrong word, a pantheon, a thing. What's it?
Oh yeah, the Pantheon.
The pantheon? Yeah, we built a
I
pantheon,
remember
and we had a server going. That's Sledge and I and his girlfriend Carrie. I just like went off in the middle of nowhere and built a pantheon.
That middle of nowhere is actually really close to our
I know.
base. That was fun.
I would just go off and build stuff. Like they're doing something, I would be like, okay, I'm just gonna create them for a little bit, and then I would go off and build something. I'm like, Patrick, what's that? And I'm like, because he would leave the server running sometimes. They weren't even on. So I'm like, oh yay, building time.
And make a mushroom tower.
You know what the most fun thing in the world is? You find a village in creative mode. You completely surround it in a dome of dynamite.
Jeez,
Oh, no.
Matthew.
You flint and steel,
No.
and then you run. Now, granted that it usually lags for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You blow
But
up a village,
You blow up a
computer.
When it's done,
karma.
you it looks like you're on the moon. Okay.
I remember one time.
Looks like it.
It was when we were getting ready to make a new world, and I just flew off in the middle of nowhere, and I just took lava and just covered an entire jungle in lava for no reason. Like, literally, you could see no trees
This is the line.
because there were probably no trees under there anymore. And it's just like, oh. And then I had the minimap mod installed, so you look at it, it's like you just see a giant flat orange block. It's like, ooh, that's cool.
Oh,
I see. Yes, it's
I did
fascinating.
that.
This is my
That was
doing.
That was my.
This is my
doing.
mark on the
This
world.
is my design.
This is my design. I need to catch up on that, by the way.
Me too. I'm
I
still on,
didn't
like
watch
episode
last
7.
night's episode.
Okay, but how about maybe some of the, we've talked about the things we really like in our games. How about some of the things in our favorite games that aren't so lovely? Anything we don't really like so much? Or is that kind of part of being our favorite games that we don't find anything
So
we
Assassin's
like?
Creed has this reputation of making certain things in their games so friggin' difficult to do the first time that you
Chase scenes.
never want to play the game again.
Chase
Because
scenes.
every
Chase
time
scenes.
you think about it, you're like, I want to play it again. Wait, I have to do that again. I don't want to play it anymore. Just no.
Making couches. The
What?
stupidest thing.
What? In Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed
The couch
3.
making industry, it's a very important topic in Assassin's Creed.
But I mean, like, my PlayStation 3 crashed like a while ago at this point, and I lost all my save data.
Laughing at that.
Shut up. And like I've beaten like many games and such, like Assassin's Creed 3 for example. I'm like, okay, actually I have according to my achievements because that's cloud save.
Yeah, the achievements.
But it's like, okay, I can redo this game now, and then I realized, oh, I have to do all those chase scenes again. Now let's go to Assassin's Creed 4. That has a lot more replay value.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 4 was really great. It's one of my favorite games that's come out recently because like it took like the bad boat mechanics that were really optional really in 3 and made them so much better. They made the open world like, you're a pirate, go blow up some ships.
But then there's, to me, there's always that one point in every game where you're just like, ugh, no.
Yes.
Like, going back to Persona again, there's this one boss battle, like, towards the beginning first half of the game, and it's in a sauna, a steam house, and the dude you have to fight is just, no matter how much I grind, no matter how much I do everything to prepare, he always ends up, oh, I'm getting ticked off just thinking about it. No.
Like in Kingdom Hearts, there was that one boss that always like they got the music and the water music notes.
Dance water,
Yes,
damn!
oh my god.
That guy.
Yeah.
Danet!
Do you know how many times I had to play that? I had Danielle come over and be like, okay, do it for me. Just do it for me.
Yeah,
I hated that part.
There was a trick to it, but you had to play the fight like 4 times. See,
Yeah.
we're all just really bad at
We're
games.
like
All-
70.
all-
Four times?
all you have to do is just, and this is for all of you who hate Danet, All you have to do is just run over to him when he's using his water forms and just spam fire. Just spam fire, and they'll like blow up instantly, and they'll be like, "No, fire, 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 fire."
Destroy them with lasers.
Like looking back on like Wind Waker, for example, it's like I was playing it down. Like I was watching the Game Grumps do a playthrough of Wind Waker. It's like Winter HD.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I want to play that, but I don't want to Wii U. So I was like, I still love Wind Waker. It's like, oh, I could stand to play it with better graphics. I mean, like the aesthetics of the game are so much better with HD, and you can like your view distance is kind of messed up in the first one. It's like you can see like directly in front of you. Everything else in the background's really blurry. It's kind of like weird. It's like, is there something with my glasses or? But I mean, that's the only real thing I can like stand to complain about with Wind Waker is the fact that the graphics can be better. But that game came out like 10 years ago, so like for that time, that was like groundbreaking, and I still have to respect the game for that.
I love the cell shading for that game.
Cell shading was really nice.
So nice.
And the game got so much crap when it first came out because people were expecting it to be darker.
Oh yeah.
And more like realistic, which
And
it was cartoon. It was a very cartoony, childish style to it, and I think that's why it makes it so great. It's not this dark, gloomy environment. It's this kind of cheerful open world, and it's just really fun to be in.
And then Twilight Princess happened.
That got dark. That game got really dark.
No, here's the thing that I don't like about Twilight Princess, even though I beat it, and I'm not going to play through it again because just no. It tries too hard to be dark. Like, there's a difference between like actually having a good story and having there be dark subject matter rather than just like them tossing. They keep tossing dark things at you, and they're like telling you, be scared, be afraid of our environment, and it's just like, well, if it doesn't happen in moderation, then I can't be scared of it, and it just makes me think, this universe is just unnaturally unfortunate. I don't know, but like when compared to Majora's Mask, the problems that were there and the tasks that you had to do, along with the fact that the end of the world was sort of approaching, as you could see the moon freaking getting closer to the town.
Just like, I'm here.
Hello there. It was just, it had a different type of method of getting the dark point across, and I think that worked out better in its favor.
We're getting pretty close on time, so
Okay.
Stop.
Danet, what do you not like in some games besides the Assassin's Creed chase missions? Then we'll stop.
1 minute to say this, in Final Fantasy 1, I played it on my PSP, and you got to like the final part, and like you had to fight all the bosses, but it wasn't just you had to fight all the bosses before you beat it. It was every time you took a step, even if you stepped backwards, you had to fight another boss.
It was like, no, get away from me. But did you go into the final dungeon, Danet?
Yeah, I went to the final one, but I never beat it.
No.
I never beat the game.
The final.
I never beat the game.
Chronodia mixed with
you mean the
Kraken.
final fantasy dungeon?
Yes. I'm talking about.
Shut up. Anyway, we're done.
Yep, we're done.
So I guess
Subscribe.
we're gonna
Stuff
be
like that. Yeah.
subscribe, and we're gonna be those people. Tell us about your favorite games in the comments.
Do it.
We want to hear about it. We will
Yes, we do.
talk about it. We will have fun.
Yeah, so see you next time.
All right,
They
cool.
really don't care.
Peace out, girls.
That apparently really doesn't care. I care. Okay, we done?
All right.
Yep, we're done.
Yep.
We're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're done. Yay. Woo!